It's huge. So you think about the members of UEFA. It is the world champion, Spain. It is one of the final four, three of the final four. Now that I think about it, it is England. It is France. It is Croatia. It is Portugal, where Cristiano Ronaldo plays. And so a lot of these superpowers in the global business of football and the global sport of football are saying, you do this and we're out. That strips the World Cup of a lot of its popularity. And I do think that in the matches that I went to, they have a different culture than what we see in South America that is more tribal in nature. And so I think it's huge. It is a very, very big deal that UEFA is saying no, absolutely not. Now, the next question is, what is CONCACAF going to do? And CONCACAF is over North America, Central America, and the Caribbean. But this is a huge deal.
So how radical is it for FIFA to propose selling a stake in itself?
It's huge. I mean, look, with the PGA Tour and Live Golf comparison, the PGA Tour had to right some things, and Live Golf was exploiting some of maybe the flaws previously in the PGA Tour. Now the PGA Tour is righting its wrong. A lot of the players are happy. There haven't been that many complaints on FIFA's side in terms of how this tournament went. There are European nations who weren't happy with it expanding to 48, but now they're talking about going to 64. What does that mean for those superpowered countries? Is that they play more smaller teams and the group stages get larger, which, of course, will grow the money. But is growing the money that way, the way that it's supposed to happen? I'm not so sure. And that's what UEFA is looking at this and saying, if we're going to grow the business of soccer and the business of football, then we need to do it the right way. And this is not the right way.
So the feud is escalating. FIFA must have anticipated this. I mean, I can't imagine that they didn't think UEFA was going to blow up in fury over this. What are you looking for in terms of response from FIFA, how they navigate this?
Well, I would say UEFA and FIFA's relationship has long been strained. They have always been going back and forth, and this was the last straw for UEFA. And so at this point, what I'm watching next is to see what Gianni Infantino does. Like, of course, JP Morgan, who is running this deal with Thrive Capital and Kushner, of course, they are the recipients of this. They're the ones who are giving money. And so this is on FIFA and Gianni to try to get this thing across the finish line. But if your superpowers, if England, France, Spain, Portugal, Croatia, and so many of them don't participate in the World Cup, is anybody going to watch? Is that money that you're spending that you could potentially be spending? If they say we don't want it, okay, like now what? Is you're going to do a World Cup with a lot smaller nations? I just don't think that would be successful.
Wow, interesting. All right, this is what I would call a developing story.
Yeah, a major developing story, especially considering, like you said, 3 out of the 4 countries that made it to the finals were part of UEFA. So
the thought is that this money would be spent to develop programs. But is this the right way to do it? How many conversations did JP Morgan and FIFA have with other suitors? Did they go to private equity? Did they have, billionaires who were interested in this? Right. I'm not so sure. It looks like that, Bloomberg reported a couple days ago, or maybe this morning, that this was already agreed to, or we were talking about it long before the World Cup begins, and that's a problem because for UEFA. So.